I'm sure it's fine. Oh, hi! Hello, word nerds. Happy Sunday. Happy end of May. Happy live chat. Today we are talking about this book, Polaris Awakening, the Patchwork Press anthology. It is a young adult sci-fi, in case you haven't heard of it before. It has the authors Kelly Sheridan, who is on your screen right now. It's her, the one with the purple headphones. They're also white headphones, in case you get confused. Erin also wrote for it. She's that one, waving. I did. Jana Jennings, Hannah Davies, Tara Harmony, and then Megan Jashinsky, who is also on your screen right now. Look at all of this. Today we're going to be talking about this. If you haven't read it yet, you should go and get it on Amazon or Kobo or Barnes & Noble. The paperback will be available soon. It's great. It's pretty cheap for this big fat book. Look how fat it is.
It's like 500 pages.
I cannot lie. It's it goes up to 500 pages. The proof on PDF is 505 pages, but that counts the copyright. So technically,
that's my favorite part to read.
It's a thrilling read.
That was the best part of the whole book.
It's the part that you should read the closest.
That's like really depressing if that's Emma's favorite part.
It was her favorite part until she read other parts, because it's right there at the beginning.
Yeah,
so,
it was my favorite part until I got to that.
Is that what it was, Emma? Is that what it was? So we don't really have a super strict itinerary for tonight. So if you have any questions at all about this, or writing for anthology, or just writing, the process, because there were so many processes happening, processes, it's fine. But to start off the night, I do have a Shrek joke that I wanted to tell before, but nobody would let me tell it until we went on air. You ready? If you ever want to hear... Oh, okay, ready? Here we go. I'm getting the cereal out of my teeth. Okay. If you ever want to hear the gospel according to Shrek, just open up your Bible and read Somebody Once Told Me.
Wow. I'm glad we saved that for everyone to hear.
I'm glad there was such anticipation.
The build-up was there, and I was like, is it going to be worth it? Yeah.
Definitely.
And that song's been stuck in my head since I saw that joke at like noon today. So that's been my day.
So thanks for doing that to all of us. Yeah.
You're welcome. At least you don't know the other version of the song that's like a parody. I will not do it because then I don't know all the words, but my sister sings the wrong version every time. Something about macaroni. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
No idea where you're going with that.
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
The world was macaroni.
Yeah, that's it. It makes no sense. I will refuse to acknowledge that version, but it still always comes in my head. We already have comments. Yay for paperback. Yay for paperback. That is a lovely chubby book. Yeah, it is. Look at that. It looks so nice.
It's a good,
chubby, cute on babies books.
Oh.
Yeah.
The inside is also pretty. I toot my own horn here.
That should be how you market it. Chubby, cute on babies.
That should be on the. Can we put that on the Amazon description, please?
Chubby and cute. See, look, it's got pictures inside.
Put it on the back at like the 1-year anniversary. Like, readers have lauded this book as chubby and cute.
Chubby, cute little book.
Yeah, you can quote me on the back of the paperback.
Yeah.
Chubby,
I will add, the copyright was my favorite part.
The copyright part is great. I mean, look at it. Look, wow. Wait, don't spoil it.
Just for the copyright page. I do like the Patchwork Press symbol, so it does make the copyright page pretty cool.
Oh, it's on the spine too. Don't forget that, and the back.
And the back.
It's everywhere, man. That will, of note, this is not going to be a spoilery chat because it just came out Tuesday.
And I haven't finished it yet, so.
And yep, Emma's a slow reader.
It's a big book.
I thought she loved us.
Chubby book. She said she loved us, but actions speak so much louder than words. Yeah, no spoilers tonight in the chat about specific, like, this is how each story ends, and this is how the entire book ends, and this is what's gonna happen in the next one. We're not gonna. No spoilers.
But we will tell you the title of the next one because Erica keeps
we
saying it.
can. It's fine. It was the title of the first one to begin with, and then we changed it, and I got all confused. I don't do well with change.
So are we making like an official "this is happening" and this is the title announcement right now?
Do you want? Why not?
I'm comfortable with that.
Go for it.
I am
Megan
too.
to take the reins. Megan gets
Oh
to do
my
it.
gosh, the pressure.
Don't mess it up. Don't say the wrong name.
POLARIS AWAKENIng. No. We're into book 2. It's called Polaris Rising. If you watched Erica's video this week,
Or read the
you know
She
that.
already gave it away.
You already read the book. We got to the end of the book. I also gave it away there.
But it's gonna be good. There's gonna be
That was the
rising.
original title for this book.
Yeah,
It did make sense with where we were took the plot.
Where we started.
Yeah.
Hence the confusion.
Sorry.
It was called that for a long time, so it's all.
It was, and I kept referring it as Polaris or Polaris Rising. I was like, PR,
Polaris.
PR, secret. And I was like,
Polaris are rising.
this is a mess.
I was
I'm
sure
done.
that's what it's
I'm
called.
leaving. Questions. Polaris Awakening was published through Patrick Press, right? Oh, heck yeah, it was. Heck yeah, it was. Look at that. Bam.
That's why the name is all over it.
It's all over it.
All over it. Back and
Tim
Like
forth.
watermarked over every page. No, it's not.
You really can't read the book because it's
It's actually just Patrick Press.
prominent.
Patrick Press. Just
Over and over.
work, all work and no sleep, but just Patrick Press. The time. Tim wants
That's
to
Erica's
know
Yeah.
how much prep work went into Polaris specifically and anthologies in general to keep all the authors on the same page, as it were. Well, let's just say this. The first anthology we did with Patrick Press was a lot of fun, but one of the things we realized was that the stories weren't connected enough, that they were like almost connected, but so disjointed that people, like, if you were a fan of this, you might not like that story, which is cool for sometimes, because, like, sometimes I don't want to read all of the same genre, but it's also a little confusing when you're going to name it as a genre of, like, this is basically fantasy, sort of historical, kind of paranormal, a little bit contemporary. So for Polaris, we wanted to get it more into like one world and one story that you could read individually and still be like, this is cool, or read it together and be like, whoa, connecting threads, look at this. So there were lots of meetings. There were a few. And
We had like the
Google
first,
Docs.
yeah, or maybe it was the second huge meeting that we had. We had like everyone met together with their plot synopsis.
Except Erin, because she's
Except
a
Erin,
person.
because she hates us. But like everyone went through their plot, like point by point, and we adjusted things and tried to make sure that it was cohesive and see like, oh well, I like that. Can I put your character in mine and
Mhm.
have them do this? And
And that meeting took a couple of hours.
it took like 3 hours.
Yeah, I eventually had to like leave because we had people in our house waiting to be
Yeah.
entertained.
It was like crazy late for Hannah because she's in
It
England.
was so late for Hannah, and Kelly and I continued after everybody hung up, and we like, it was so long. But it was because we each, like, every story in it, we're stopping, we're like, let's go over your entire plot. Tell us your entire plot. So then people could point out, like, oh, that's confusing, or that doesn't make sense because of this, or that world building thing. Like, there was a lot of world building specifically that went into it in a giant Google Doc that Megan set up and orchestrated, and it's just like the different hierarchies of the levels and who's in charge where, and like the technology they have, like the Aldebaran, the eyepieces that they wear, what that is, what it looks like, some slang words that they use. Like, you'll notice, I got really excited reading other people's works because they accidentally use, like not curse words, but like they said stars instead of like, damn it. And I was like, oh my god, I did that too. And it was like accidental coincidences. It worked out
to be
perfectly. So that mostly world building, and then everybody like worked on each other's stories revision wise. We're all like, switch.
Yeah.
Switch again.
I'm excited for book 2 because it's like all of that solid world building will be. It'll just be like what we do to that world building.
How we kill it. How all we put together is just pulled apart.
How we turn it into a Twilight retelling.
Yeah.
That's all oh my god.
Twilight in space.
Oh, that's how we should market it. Chubby book, real cute, Twilight in space.
just those words. That's enough. I'm
I'm
sold.
deleting the synopsis now. We're just
Get
putting.
rid of the blurb on Amazon.
Oh wait, Kelly has control of that. I can't get in there. Gosh.
Is there a reason that you can't get in there, maybe?
She doesn't trust me with the synopsis.
She has a track record.
Oh, and Kira, by the way, it seems like she likes my jokes because it reminds her of that urge to sing "The Lion Sleeps Tonight is always just a whim away, a whim away, a whim away."
That's my favorite. That's amazing.
Shrek. More questions. Okay,
Now-
look at that beautiful book. Yeah. Wait, let me hold it up. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to see
Yeah,
it
look
as
at it.
possible.
Just hold it up the whole chat. I don't care if your arms get tired. Just do it.
Paper towel under my arm, be like, lean it here. The flaps. Look at that book. Wow.
Very
So
beautiful.
Such book. Much
Wow.
so fat. I got really excited when I opened it. I was like, it's so fat. Because I've always wanted a really fat book. I was like, names
It's
on
not.
it. Our names on it.
It's chubby. Chubby.
You little chubby book. Look at that. Bless you.
That was a cough.
That was a cough.
Oh, well, still bless you.
Thank
you. You're too nice.
Kel says Google Docs are the best, which, yes, they are, especially when you figured out how to edit them and not just
Very
write in
passionate
different
about
colored
this.
fonts.
Yeah, that's a new thing, and I'm really excited
We
about
all
it.
learned. It was a learning curve for Google Docs, and everyone was just like writing their comments in their own color. I was pink. I think Hannah was purple.
I think I was just going in and changing things in black. I was like, screw this.
We figured out how to like edit, and it'll show you like this is what Erica wrote. I'm like, that makes it so much easier to make notes. Thank you, Google.
It was also hugely helpful for our writing group. And
Heck yes.
You're welcome. I got very excited when I found that. I was like, oh, that's a commercial because they show the Hall & Oates changing the lyrics, and I'm like, makes sense now. I get it. I get it.
There's a commercial for Google Docs?
Yeah. You've never seen it?
Mm.
Nothing American.
she's Canadian and doesn't. No, this should have shot.
And doesn't what?
Have
Cable? Yeah. I don't get out much.
I'll send it to you. I'll send you
And
the
I think
commercial.
they like made that change very subtly because it was not an option when we first started our writing group. Like,
Yeah, it didn't seem like an
years ago.
option. I think it was just like a hidden one where you had to go digging for it.
Secret option.
Complicated editing.
The most annoying type of options.
for only the dedicated Google Dockers.
Ugh, it's like Word, Microsoft Word, like all the time.
Yeah.
You need a Bible-sized manual if you want to figure this out.
We've got a question from I Love the Stars. Oh my god!
Are you a sci-fi fan, perchance?
The question is, what was the most enjoyable part about writing Polaris? We'll start with Aaron, because you're on the leftist of my screen.
I think now, seeing the book in your hands and the beautiful chubbiness Now's my favorite part. Well, until I get to hold it in my hands, so I'm ordering it probably real soon.
Yeah, it'll be available
I want
real
the physical
soon.
copy. Yeah, I want the physical copy in my mitts.
It's great. Smells nice.
Like,
Emma, what was your favorite part about reading so far?
I'm only halfway through it.
Other than the copyright
So
page.
which story are you on right now?
I have already finished Gemini, so I need to start Scorpio. So I have 3 left. So I just have Hannah, Tara, and you, and Epilogue.
Scorpio.
Yeah, he is.
I was trying to remember which one it was that you were featured on. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Just see your name.
I really liked, not without like spoiling it or anything. Erica's story has a lot to do with music, and there's a moment in Gemini where the character hears music playing, like in the halls, and I was like, oh, I know who it is, and that was really cool. So that was like one of the first like real connections that you get. I felt like where you're like, oh, that's someone from one of the other stories. So that was cool.
that's cool.
I got very excited reading other people's stories. Like, oh my god, and he did the thing. It was mostly incoherent, just that. And then you did the thing. You did the thing. Tying it together. Kelly, you're next.
I only did a little bit of writing because I did a lot of reading of everybody's stories, a lot, which is a lot of fun. Like seeing the stories evolve and like as the authors made the connections. Like Emma said, that was a lot of fun. It's just like it feels like such a cohesive world, and it's so much fun. And I just want to play in it forever. So.
Megan.
I really love plotting in novels and here.
You enjoy plotting?
I know, crazy, right?
I don't know.
So I loved the meetings. I loved plotting my story. I've already started plotting for the next one, and I'm just like taking notes on all the things I can destroy. So excited.
It's scary sometimes.
Well, because I just finished
kill
reading
everybody.
The Shattered World, and I was like, oh my gosh, I did not torture Faye nearly enough.
The Shattered World is great.
I can do so much more in book 2.
Yeah. Oh,
So it's really
well,
exciting.
things are going down in book 2. Like
Yeah.
things go down in book 1, but book 2
It's
is going to
gonna
be a
be-
lot.
The world will be a hot mess. The writing will not.
Fingers crossed. And I think, surprisingly, I actually really enjoyed writing the first draft of this, which I never like first drafts. I always say that they're the worst things in the entire world, but this first draft was good for me. Like, I read it, and I was like, yeah, you did that. Yeah. So I felt like less burden to do, like, a bunch of edits. Like, usually when I finish my first drafts, I feel like I have a lot to do, and this one I was like, you don't have that much. You have a lot still, but less than normal. So good for you. But also
Don't distract the whole thing.
the plotting, which again I usually don't like plotting, but like the meetings that we had, because then I was like, ooh, that gives me we'll do this, and then that, and then it was like that creativity building on itself, wherein everybody kept having ideas, and then like, what if we did this? It's just, yeah, what if we did this? And then,
so
well,
much
let's
fun.
take a breath. Book 2 will be happening. That was probably my favorite part. Look, I'm still holding it. My arm's getting tired, but I'm alive.
Revising it was also really fun, though, and normally I hate revissions, but it was like, oh, I can
Because
add
you got
this
notes.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
awesome
like the
notes.
my excitable notes. Like, oh, yes, this part.
And it's not like when you get notes on a novel where it's like, where do I even begin with this?
Yeah.
It's a short story, so it's much more manageable.
That's basically what Kelly had to remind me, because I got the notes back and I was like, so much work, and she's like, it's a short story. And I'm like, right.
Yeah, she's not like, I don't know what I'm going to
True.
do. Get this to you. I'm like, you're halfway done. That's 5,000 words left. Like, take a half hour. You got this.
My brain sees revisions and just like
I
shuts
know.
it down.
Yay.
I have really been liking writing like shorter stories now. I told Kelly that I changed one of my book ideas to like a serial idea, because I'm like, I really want to write a bunch of just short stories that culminate in a big thing, because this was so much fun to write, and you, like, once you start to get tired of it, or tired of working on it, you're like, oh, I'm done. Cool. Moving on.
Speaking of Erica writing shorter stories, something that I enjoyed about this book was when I first like opened up the ebook and I went to like the table of contents, and it was like, oh look, Erica's story has the most chapters. It's the longest out of all.
Let us
They could have been really short chapters. We don't. They weren't, but they could have been. You don't know. You don't know anything. My short stories are still short stories. This one was mostly, I told Kelly, I'm like, I'm not going to hit the mark, but I'm going to hit this mark. And I kind of hit it. Mostly.
Well, yeah, because you make up new marks for yourself. That's easy to do.
It's perfect.
If you pass each new mark, you just make yourself another one. I still hit the mark.
I'm thinking it's probably going to be this much or this much. Definitely this much.
But maybe if I go a little over that, it's okay.
But if it goes like a little over, it will only
within the ballpark.
It'll be. I'll let you know when I'm done.
But it's an awesome story, so you know.
It is. It's really
What
good.
can you do?
It didn't feel like, oh, this is dragging. Why hasn't it ended yet? Definitely didn't feel like that.
Good.
So, yeah.
Like,
Good.
oh, sweet mercy. Please.
Like, oh my gosh, control yourself, Erica.
We have a comment from Kel. Can you tell me more about Patrick Press? I'm trying to look into different avenues of publishing and wants to know more about Patrick Press. So Kelly, you take this one. I'll take a breath.
Well, Patrick Press is basically a self-publishing co-op that Erica and I started with the intention of everyone kind of pooling their skills and making great books together while still having the freedom to like control your own book and publish your own book and do what you wanted with it. So, yeah. We publish mainly YA, but a lot of middle grade as well, and we've just got into new adult recently, and we publish some really good books, I think. So
That's a fact.
And they just started a new nonfiction imprint.
Yes, there's
We
a
did.
nonfiction imprint.
like not just general nonfiction, for writers. So
Yeah.
you know, if you happen to be one of those.
For young adult and like new adult writers, like we are here for you.
Webhenry.com.
Wes Henry.
Pen. It's got pen in it.
That's not a typo.
Not a typo. That's our motto.
Maybe leave the link in the video description or something, or the comments, so they can go check it out. Wes Henry.
I really like that website. It looks so pretty. I got so excited about it. Someone said the girl with the headphones has tons of books on her shelf. There are two people with the big headphones.
And they both have lots of books on their shelves. But I
I'm
think
guessing Kelly.
yeah,
I'm guessing
got a lot of
Kelly.
bookshelves.
You
Kelly's
girl with the
got
big headphones.
That's a
Lots of books.
fair amount of books.
Well, I have
I'm
a
new.
dream. That doesn't count. I was
Yeah,
impressed by my sheep.
I like your sheep.
I like your
I'd
sheep.
be more
Like
impressed if
sitting
it were
on
a
your
goat.
shoulder, and I love that.
Yeah, it does look like it's like a parrot.
Like whispering the answers into your ear.
It's rising. It's awakening. Thanks, sheep.
Sheep. So I have to get a goat to impress you? Is that it?
That's the only thing that impresses
Mhm.
Erica. Go.
Yep. The only thing.
I have to work on that.
Myra says the book doesn't like to be called fat. It prefers large spine. So.
Chubby. Chubby is a cute.
So cute. Look at it.
Can you baby talk to it more, because that's pretty good.
Oh my God, you work so hard on you.
And right now it's like,
Really?
right now it's Erica's special baby. It's like no one else has it yet.
No one else
can
will ever
see it.
have that particular version with
No,
that particular
this is a
page.
With the
misprint.
typo in the back.
With a typo. People might have the ebook if they haven't updated the ebook with, because that has, it's got the back matter with a problem in it.
It's a special edition now. It just means it's a collector's item. That's
Yeah, I could sell this for $1 million. Right.
Right
Who
now.
wants it?
Right now,
The bidding
yeah.
starts at $1 million, so below, we'll get it going.
We wish you the very best of luck.
Enough with that.
Someone said, "Oh, some of you are readers. I thought all of you wrote it together." Emma did not write for this one. Maybe the next one. Who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? Emma, who knows what's gonna happen?
It's crazy.
But we're all writers in general.
Yeah, we're all general writers, but we're also all readers. Usually we talk about reading and also writing, but we usually don't feature our books. This is just like a special plug because our release day was just this past Tuesday.
Yeah. But also, I'm hoping this is true, and I'm not lying with this, but I think everyone on here has read the book, so I'm hoping that you all read it.
Or I at least know the plot.
Oh, this book?
Yeah. Except for Erica. Erica didn't read it. We know that Erica didn't read it.
No, I did read it. I did. I just keep saying the name wrong. I swear. Oh, man. I am still holding the book. My arm is not tired. I've got very surprising muscles. Ready?
Whoa! Calm down. Put the guns away.
Must work out.
Gun show. Actually, that's not too bad. It's really hot in here.
It's getting pretty hot in there, isn't it?
All these muscles.
It's my gun show. Woo. No, I think it's just because my apartment is boiling. Okay, next comment. Tim, was the initial concept a single brainchild, or did the whole thing come out from group talks? Kelly, how did this happen?
I don't even know.
I think
Question.
we were talking. Yeah, we were talking about how we wanted to do the next anthology and how we wanted it to be more connected. So we're like, okay, who wants to write for it? And then everyone's like, me. And they're like, cool, what genre do you want to write? And they're like, fantasy, sci-fi. And we're like, sci-fi? Sci-fi? Is that we'll land on sci-fi. And then we're like, okay, young adult sci-fi. And they're like, what concepts? And then I think it just kind of, right? That's kind of how it happened.
You guys said constellations. Like, I remember when I was brought
that
on.
was it.
That was it.
Yeah, when I was brought on, it was like, pick a constellation. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. Because I remember we took a poll of like, because we don't want to make it like young adult, dark, paranormal, high fantasy, something, and have people be like, I don't want to write this. So we asked about like, are you like rank from 1 to 5 or 1 to 3 or something, like the genres, the top genres you want to write. And then we picked sci-fi, and then we landed on the theme of constellations after throwing out a few different ones. And then sci-fi constellations.
Yeah, I think the Polaris aspect came in later of like people who had their story plot already, and they were like, okay, but now you have to put it here.
Now put it in this space station.
Let's put it in a space station. Let's name the space station. Let's build the space station. Let's make the people in there.
Yeah, there's an amazing Pinterest board
I was just about
that we use, and it's got a ton of the characters, what we pictured them as, and like pictures of the space station and stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll put a link to that
helpful.
there. Yeah.
We
That's
also
awesome.
in our Google Doc we had a spreadsheet about like description of characters' names, what they look like, what level they were on, prominent things about them, and then sometimes like people would post in pictures. Like I posted in a picture because like it's easier to show you what I'm thinking. So you see it and you're like, oh yeah, he's very attractive. I like it. Kel says she hasn't read the book yet, but who are each of your favorite characters from it?
Our own characters.
Damn, my characters.
I love both of the characters in the Scorpio story, both Kane and
I like all of the characters.
Cutter. That one, it has like a much darker start, which I love because I feel like not a lot of the stories have really dark beginnings with a character who wants to do dark things. And
yeah, Aaron's is like, I gotta kill somebody, but I'm not sure about it. I don't know.
That he may be the kind of person who wouldn't worry too much about that if it was for a good reason.
I think I like Erica's characters the best, like their love story.
They're they're all good.
Orpheus and Yuri.
My favorite character is Zeus.
Yeah.
I gotta throw something out for Kelly.
Yeah, Zeus is a good one.
I like the murderous
Zeus is hard to
computer.
format, though. That's what I'm gonna hate about Zeus, is the formatting for Zeus. I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna fight you, format. I'm agreeing, like, yeah, this is dangerous and sketchy. Now let me format you.
The thing I love about having Zeus be a presence in the book is that it's not very common to see something like that. To see like one of the villains be this like the actual structure of where they are.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's really interesting. And
Kyra said Cain was her favorite character, by the way.
yay!
I haven't gotten to that part yet.
I love
Come on,
Cain.
Emma.
I don't know if Kane will be my favorite character. I don't know.
He's in Scorpio and mine.
Mm-hmm. He's a carryover character.
Yeah.
Big tie in there. I like it.
Major shout out to Kyra as well, because she like ran this whole thing last minute for us to help out.
Yeah, Kyra gets a shout out in the back too.
She runs a website, Thoughts from the Agent Desk. She's interned for a literary agent for a long time. It's either KyraNelson.com or KyraMNelson.com. I can't remember. Try both.
I'm trying to
I like the dad in Erica's story. I like him. He was awesome.
Yeah.
KyraNelson.com seems to be a real estate agent.
So it's not Here's Kyra's her acknowledgement in the back is a very special thank you to Kyra Nelson for lending us her eyes for proofreading. We love your eyes, and you. Thanks for going the extra mile, especially when we were so pressed for time. You superhero, you. Kelly, did you read the acknowledgements, or did you just let me write whatever I wanted to write?
I read them.
Okay, good.
I had no complaints.
Because your face kind of went a little bit slack while I was reading. I'm like, oh no, did you not read it?
I like I really like the lending us your eyes part. It reminds me of Minority Report. Like she just gave us her eyeballs.
Yeah, she handed them over.
It's more than
Very
We
sci-fi.
took her eyes and we just rolled it all over the paper. We're like, good? I said, yes. I suppose.
So it's KyraMNelson.com?
Yes.
KyraMNelson.com.
There you go. Sorry for making this creepy, Kyra.
But we love you.
Your eyeballs.
And you can never leave us.
And your eyes. Cal wants to know if the Pinterest board is public. It is public, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go look it up right now.
It's got a lot of stuff on it. And it's one that I get so many emails from about somebody added a new pin. I'm like, oh, I should maybe go look at that so I remember what's happening in others' stories.
Yeah.
But
Hannah was like
it has a lot of
awesome
characters.
about like fleshing everything out on there for people.
Yeah, it's a good like visual representation when you're writing and when you do world building, especially when like none of us are in the same area, so we're not sitting down and having a conversation. We're like FaceTiming over like Google to try to world build. So if some things get misconstrued, visual aid, and you're like, oh yeah, I get that. I understand now what you're saying. And someone said, doesn't one need a permit to carry guns like that? Not in this house. Don't. Let's see. Zelda Girl Forever says, so excited to read more books by you guys. I'm reading Ignite and loving it so far. Oh my god, that's my book. And also loved Frost. That's Aaron's book. And Fangirl squealed when I found out it's going to be a published book. Oh yeah, it is. We're so excited. We stole Aaron. I wait to order Polaris Awakening for my birthday. Happy birthday whenever it is.
Yay! Get the
It was also
paper chubby
Kelly's
book.
birthday this week.
Yeah.
So another reason to buy a book. Buy it for their birthday.
Yeah, buy it for their birthday present.
Buy yourself a book for my birthday. It's
Caitlin did a whole video on it. She's like, how can you treat authors on their birthday? Buy the book. You get the gift. You get it.
That's true,
It's
actually.
also, you're supporting them. And I'm like, yeah. This is great.
Heck yes.
Do it.
Great idea.
Do it.
I'm doing that from now on. Just all of my fellow authors.
Oh, when is
And
Sarah
I get the present.
birthday? When's Sarah J. Maas's birthday? I gotta figure that out. I have to buy another book. Oops.
And then if anyone questions your spending, you just say, it was birthday present.
It's her birthday.
What am I
It wasn't
supposed
for
to do?
me. It wasn't for me. It was for them.
I did spend a lot of money a while back when I wanted to buy books, and I was like, if I buy it for other people, it's fine. So I bought everybody I know a book. Help me.
I did that. I did that last Christmas.
Help me.
Everybody
It's
gets a
problem.
book. Not a problem.
It might be a problem when it's like the middle of April was when I did it, and I'm just like, oh no.
Erica, you do realize my birthday was right around the middle of April. I mean, you could have sent me one, and that would have
I need to plan ahead better. I need to plan.
The Pinterest board link is officially in the comments, and hopefully it's the right link.
I'm gonna click it. Oh no, I went off the video. It's fine. I don't think this is the right one.
I just copied it from my browser.
Oh wait, there it is? Maybe. Yes. Is it? Yes, this is the correct one.
Okay. It's like, where did it take
At
you?
first only 4 showed up, and I'm like, I don't think that's it. There were a few more than 4. But yeah, that's
There's like 160 or something. There's a ton.
There are 176 pins. They're all sci-fi and super cool. Orpheus and Yuri are right there. Hello, beautiful boys.
Yeah. Kane is close to them. Kane
Yep,
and
hi,
Faye.
Kane. Oh, hi. There they are.
Friends.
Hello, Orion. There you are. Let's look at everybody. Young Cutter. There he is. Look at all this. Look at it all. I'm getting distracted on. Calm down.
It's really fun and inspirational, and there's lots of sci-fi pictures if you too are writing a sci-fi and would like some inspiration. Just don't
Cool
name your
for that.
characters the same things as ours.
Don't take them. Read our stories, though, so you can see.
You can write fan fiction about our stories.
Yeah, do that!
That's encouraged.
I would really like that. I would love to read fan fiction. The smuttier, the
I would
better.
read all of it. Yeah.
Ship weird people together in mind. Be like, you know what you should put together in mind? You should put together the Major and Jay.
Yes.
That's who I ship.
Like a spaceship.
I'm afraid of door. You got it. You got it.
I think there were a lot of really good villains, too. Like, there was some villain crossover, and then there's some villains who was like, are they villains? And
Twist.
I love it.
Yuri's mom. Ugh.
Yeah.
She's the worst.
Horrible woman.
She's a delight. So sweet.
And the priestess in Aaron's.
Oh, yeah.
She's pretty creepy.
Mm-hmm.
She's my favorite.
I have an exciting story for you guys.
Oh, do tell it.
I was talking to my husband earlier today. He was like, so what are you guys chatting about today? And I was like, oh, we're having a little party for the anthology that they wrote. And so my husband never reads. He's been reading the first Percy Jackson book for like the past year and a half or 2 years or something. Anyway, and he was like, oh yeah, I saw, like, I think it was Aaron. He saw one of us post about it. And he was like, I read the description and I really want to read it. So there you go.
All right.
The description worked! The description worked! That synopsis. Let me talk about that synopsis. Kelly and I saw that we had, I think it was the cover reveal coming up, and when you have a cover reveal, you have to have the synopsis to be like, here's the pretty cover, here's what it's about. Please add it to Goodreads, and if it's available for pre-order it also. That'd be swell. And we were going back and forth, and we're like, I don't want to write it. I don't want to write it. You write it. I don't want to write it. You write it. You can do it. You know what?
Anthology books are hard.
Yeah, so basically it's me like, here's a super rough draft, make it pretty. And then she sends it back, it's like, prettier. I'm like, oh, it's so much better. Yeah, this is it. And then we send it back and forth until it's, and then Megan goes, is there a reason protocol is spelled wrong? And we're like, no. It was not intentional.
Well, I wasn't sure. I was like, they've gone through it a bunch, so it must
You'd
be
be
like
surprised.
a title or something.
If it doesn't correct me, I assume it's correct. And it did not correct me on that. I was like, it's great. And you're like, it's protocol? I'm like, no, that's wrong.
It's probably because it's all in caps.
Yeah.
Well, no, when I wrote it, it was in Times New Roman, 12-point font, regular, not in caps. So that is not an excuse I can even use.
I was trying to give you an excuse. Take it, Erica.
I mean,
Yes, I wrote it in all caps originally.
It was all in caps, and Kelly. Like,
That's why we have the co-op.
Exactly.
Love.
See? Allie commented she loves sci-fi and space opera stories, so she can't wait to read it. What was the hardest part in working with so many people and having all the stories align and fit together? That, working with so many people and having all the stories align and fit together. That was the hardest part.
And there's like a little bit of author shuffling too, in like the very beginning, when like people wanted to do it and then realized they were a little too busy or something, and so it was like, oh, what do we have to change now that this isn't going to be here?
Yeah. Or figuring out like the order to make sure that the like stories that were too similar weren't too close together. So, because you want things to tie together and feel like one world and story, but you don't want to feel like you're reading the same story back to back.
Yeah.
Because they're so different. But if you read two similar books, you're like, oh. Yeah, so we were shuffling literally on Scrivener. I was dragging things around and be like, that goes there, that goes there. Kira's over here, Megan's down here, she closes the book. And
one of the things for me that was really hard as someone who had like a main character who was also a major character in another story, it was super hard to make sure that like when I was like critiquing Hannah's, that like Kane's voice was the same in both, and then conversely that Seth's voice was how Hannah intended it in mine.
Yeah.
And making sure that like they sounded the same still, even though they were birthed from two different minds.
Yeah.
There was a lot of making sure everything was consistent in like the not just the world building, but like character portrayals or like the hierarchies of different characters and who's important and who's not important, because you want that to kind of not like, you don't want people to be like, oh, the United Republic Space Academy is super respected, and then the next book be like, nobody cares. Who cares? And then the next book be like, I can't get in there. It's too much. It's too. I'm not worthy. And then the other one be like, it's so easy that I'm in. So it's like a lot of consistency, making sure that all works out, or that like the slang, we wanted to make sure it was consistent across the board. And for me, formatting it, like I had to go, oh god, formatting was a nightmare, because I did a find and replace for all of the quotes, and it messed it all up, because then it added all these extra spaces, so I had to go and find every extra space or like quotes that were backward and fix it, or make sure anything that was coming through the Aldebaran was coming through, like the text looked the same, so that you knew that it was like a transmission through the eyeglasses.
An eyeglass text message.
So then you knew it was that, not like internal dialogue if it was formatted weird. So there were weird things like that that I didn't think of until I was formatting it. I'm like, oh no. Why did I do this?
But it's pretty.
It's worth it. The hours and the headaches, it's worth it. This chibi little book. Look at the book.
I need to like find that minute and have it be the thumbnail image.
It's beautiful.
I've definitely seen people stroke their books, but I have not seen people baby talk them yet. So this is a new one for me.
It's great. It's great. You're beautiful. You smell so nice.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That's basically going to be my Word Nerds video when I finally get it in the mail. It's gonna be like me like stroking it.
A full 10 minutes of you rubbing your face on it.
Yeah.
I will tell you, it's a lot of fun to do with any book, but especially a book that your name is on. No, you did. You're like, yeah. Well, I can touch this book however I want. It's my book. I get too excited about books. I apologize.
This is a safe space, Erica. We all feel the same.
I appreciate your support.
No judgment. I'm silently judging, but I won't say anything.
I can feel it, Aaron. I can feel that, especially from your sheep behind you. It's giving me the eyes. Like,
Smashy is always generally unimpressed, though. It's like a permanent
I can feel that too.
him.
I got that. Loud and clear. I understand. Oh, look, my oven should be less hot. Is not a sentence that makes sense. My apartment should be less hot because the sun has set.
Where did you get oven from?
Well, it heats up like an oven in here. So bad. Very hot. I'll hold it on my head now. Look, it makes a great hat, too. You can do so many things with this book, even if you don't want to read it. I recommend buying it. It's big enough to use as a doorstop. You could use it. Do you have a wobbly table? Got it.
Read it first.
Well, you read it also. You should buy one for reading and one for props around the house.
One for every wobbly table in your
One
house.
for just on your coffee table as a conversation piece. Do people still do that? Like, this is my coffee table book.
And one for the bathroom.
One for the
Yes.
bathroom.
Yeah.
One for the
If you have an
master
annoying neighbor, you can buy one to throw at them. I suggest that.
Yeah, buy them if you also give them one to read, and maybe they'll stop talking and read the book.
Excellent point.
If your
One for the
mailman's really
little free
nice.
library outside of your community.
One to donate to the library in your community. Be like, please hold this in your books and make it home. It's so chubby and cute. It's a
Now
great
balance
book
it.
for so. Oh, you want me to try? I'll do it.
Yes. And entertain me.
It's working. The
But,
entertainment, not the balancing.
Yes. The balancing is definitely not working.
wait.
Just
No,
put
wait.
the normal flat on your head way.
No,
No,
that's too
I
easy.
insist on the other way. Far more entertaining.
We got this. We got this. We got this. We got this.
You can do this.
Oh.
It was almost.
Oh.
It was almost.
That
It was almost.
so
It was.
close.
It wasn't almost. It
It was
wasn't.
so close.
Don't disturb. It's not chubby enough.
No, it swarmed. I did it though.
Gravity is
Did you see it? It actually happened for a hot second at least.
No, I think this video is just
beginning to fall
paused.
for that second.
No.
Huh?
My video is just lagging.
Oh.
good. No, it definitely sat there for at least like a couple, like a second.
At least 1.5 seconds.
At least. Oh look, I just saw it replay on. Yep, it happened. It happened. I just saw it replay on YouTube. It happened for a moment.
For everyone to see.
One great
We need
moment.
like an instant replay function on this chat.
It was mostly like this. My notebook's swarmed. Still in
I
one
appreciate the slow motion replay.
You're welcome.
Very good.
It's the only way to have a replay. So buy this book.
So you too can balance it on your head.
Yeah. Everybody who gets this book, please make a video. Put it on YouTube if you're balancing it on your head. And tag the word nerds in it, and we'll share it. And I'll be so excited.
Yeah.
Weirdest
It'll be-
marketing plan ever.
It'll be
Maybe-
a study in gravity.
And
Gravity is
oh.
sci-fi.
This is the
See if
greatest
you can-
promotional idea ever. That's
You can balance it for longer. If you can balance it for longer than Erica, Erica will have to admit defeat publicly on the air.
I will do this if you buy this book and you can hold it on your head this way or this way, not this way, you cheater.
That's cheating. Take an easy way out.
It's gotta be up so we can see either the front or the spine like that. Show it to us. And yeah, buy the book,
Challenge
do
has
it.
been issued.
And you know what? If you can do it, I'll be so happy. This is how we should market every book. I'm gonna write a book about marketing books this way.
And that
Kelly,
will be
I've got
your
next book for weaponry. I've got the next book for weaponry.
How to
You can
sell
call
books
it, like,
by balancing them on your head.
It's called Balancing
call it-
Marketing and Writing. And it'll be about balancing books.
And like the subtitle can be like, use your head.
Yes, I love this idea.
It'll be 10 pages long, and it'll be sold for 99 cents. It'll be free. I'll make it free. And it'll be just balance it on your head. You've got it.
Over
That'll
and
be
over
my
and
freebie
over.
book. Kelly, I'll write a freebie book about just use your head. Balancing being an author and marketing your book. Just use your head.
Kelly's like, no.
Kelly's
You
moderately concerned.
not saying anything.
She's like, how serious is Erica right now?
Scale of 1 to 10. 12. Solid 12.
She's already writing it right now.
It's already written. This is the,
She's been
this is
working
how
on
I'm
this for
telling
a
you.
while. This is her secret lunch plan to like sneak it into her
It
food.
really, I was gonna spring it on you so you couldn't say no.
Well, you got
Why?
me.
I did it on air, so now you at least feel uncomfortable
I'm
saying
100% behind this title.
done. And then it might actually happen because I might do it just for free.
Live.
I'll make a beautiful cover for it, and people will be like, yeah, and they'll probably get real mad when they read it and be like, this is not what I expected.
That's why
That's
it's
it
free.
right in the cover. It's free. So, hey, not free books.
I would give it
Kelly's
5
like, this is why you're not allowed editing things in the description.
It'll be so great. Oh, Jordan said just bought the book. Can't wait to start reading it tonight. Awesome. Thank you for buying the book. You obviously, since you bought it, you have an ebook version, which I would be more careful about balancing on your
Don't
head.
balance it on your head.
I think the
We
paperbacks,
don't
when
encourage
it's
that.
available, paperbacks balance this on your head. It's fat enough that theoretically it should give you enough, like, ouch, I just hit myself real hard in the skull. It should give you enough, like, area room, right? Someone know science or math about area.
Are we doing this?
and
Are we
We're
doing this
writers.
again? We're doing this again.
This is happening.
This is happening all over again.
This is what you get when you subscribe to the Word Nerds.
All of this gloriousness. We do not recommend balancing your e-reader device on your head, especially from a standing position. We will not be responsible for broken Kindles. And
Yes. And
Don't
iPads.
disclaimer right there.
None of them.
I'm gonna
iPhones.
balance my whole laptop on my head because of this.
Terrible decision. Terrible
We
decision.
warned you.
One,
Life decisions.
2,
You're holding it. You're cheating.
3. No, ready? I'm about to let go. I was counting up to let go. Ready?
Oh.
Go. No. No.
Yeah, no.
That's
No.
great.
I caught it. But I kind of had it for a second.
I want to see a finishing school that teaches that, like
Yeah.
balancing vertically on your head.
Yes. You have to have incredibly
Oh,
good.
so
Like
complicated.
the folk dancers who balance like the bottles on their heads.
Or the
I think
That's
there's
so
also-
impressive.
there's also a tea dance, I think it's called, where they balance like a stack of teacups on their head.
that's far more impressive.
Maybe
Than
this is
the
too
book.
easy.
Well, you're supposed to be walking around. You're just sitting. Of course, it's easy.
Look,
Yes.
it's better walking around. Oh, it's so hard. I'm really just bouncing around in my chair.
Yeah. You're not walking at all. Now dance with it.
Have I
Do the
convinced
can
you to
dance
buy
for
this
us.
book?
Dance, monkey, dance!
Let me get my scarves. This is a book that requires like at least 12 scarves to dance with. I will do
Bye,
anything
bye,
to sell
color.
this book. Buy this book. Because it's great.
You need to promise something really like publicly humiliating if it gets to a certain amount of
You know
copies
what? I've
sold.
already dumped ice water on myself.
Something else, Erica. Something more. Entertainment.
I like how
Earrings
Erica,
not
who has to do something embarrassing.
I would. I'll do an entire word nerd chat upside down.
Doesn't your heart stop when you're upside down?
Oh,
Isn't that
dangerous.
That's not embarrassing. That's potentially lethal. Try something else.
Oh, by the way, Sarah said area equals base times height. Well, I don't know the dimensions.
Okay.
Wait, 5 by 8?
Straight. No,
5 by 8. And maybe
40 inches.
Is this
Yeah, 40
like
inches.
how many? Is that like an inch and a half? I'm not good
Are
at
we mathing right now? Can we?
That's like 2 inches, probably.
Is it? Here's my
probably.
eyeball for comparison.
Nay.
You know how big
You
my
have big
eyeball is?
eyeballs. That's the difficult.
Let me. So
How many
look
inches?
normal? Do they look normal?
No.
It's big enough to bite.
Nothing about this is normal.
Yes. There we go.
This isn't even about reading or writing.
A little bit.
This isn't just about seeing how many weird things Erica can do with the book.
How many weird things will she do before
So many.
she requires us to get off this chat?
So many weird things. This is what you get if you write a book. You can do whatever you want to the book.
But
Hey, that's
don't
not
post-
just your book. You're molesting my book too.
Yeah,
That's our story.
this is a communal book.
It'll be this my section. Where's my section? That's yours.
true.
Do weird stuff to your section.
Oh, here it is. Hello. Hello, Erica's book. You are in here. You are part of the family. You smell nice. Like,
I bet you say that to all the books.
Let's see. Let's see if we have any comments other than.
Yeah, because this is getting out of hand.
I think we should give them all away, most likely. I'm
This
out.
is about showing how weird writers are and what they will do to sell their books. Yeah.
That is true.
My marketing is working? Is it working on me? Because if
We had one person buy the book during this chat.
You know what?
Clearly it worked.
Worth it.
I like that you
With the
call
book.
this marketing. This
I
has
will
all been
sell
marketing.
to you. I will sell this book to you tonight. Tell me what to do to get you to buy this book that involves not me getting undressed in any way, shape, or form. And I will.
I'm glad you put that disclaimer on there.
I felt like it was something. I said I will do anything to sell this book. I have some lines that I will draw on the internet.
We've had some weird comments in the past, so I feel that's a legit disclaimer.
It's also like the internet. I'm like, you will live forever in this moment. I've had a bucket of ice water poured on me. I was not wearing a white shirt at the time, so it was okay. But still, there are lines that I will not cross. Unless you buy like 1,000 million. If you make me super rich, we'll talk. We'll at least have a dialogue. Buy the book.
Everyone's got a price.
We'll at least talk about this.
Well, at least it'll be a dialogue. Well,
There's actually a YouTube channel called The Naked Book Reviewer. That's a thing. Not that I'm promoting that, but I'm just saying. That's a thing.
I mean,
it's a weird thing.
Interesting.
I know. I don't think anyone's listening to the book reviews, really. Let's be honest.
Is it a YouTube channel? You said?
It is. Yeah.
Well, then it's probably just like
Yeah.
here
No,
I have to slash.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Nude. But it's very strange. No, everyone's like, I'm going to look it up. No, don't. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna look it up right now, Aaron. Thanks.
Should not have mentioned it. I mean, there's no such thing.
Maybe they'll read our book. Do you think they'll read our book? And I'm like, hey, would you be interested in reading this anthology on the channel? We mentioned
I'm
you.
reading it. I'm reading it naked. Because that's
You know,
important.
however you want to read your books, man. If you're reading a book, I'm super happy. I will say to all the people who read public books from public libraries, do not put your boogers in them. Stop that. Why are you doing
think
that?
that's bad? No.
Oh,
You think that's
no, I
bad?
heard. I heard your story.
We have a question.
Don't tell the story publicly. Okay. Scoring.
What's the question? Did I miss one?
Tim asked if the sequel was always a part of the plan, or if we came up with, or we decided to do a sequel while working on the
It
first
came up
one.
pretty quickly.
Pretty quickly. I think originally it wasn't in the plan, and then we were talking about everything we wanted to do, and we're like, this is going to be too long if we do everything, so maybe less. And a second book.
Oh,
Whoop, whoop.
but I'm so excited for the sequel.
I know, I am too.
Oh my gosh. Everyone's going to get so tortured. It's going to be fun.
It's gonna be and I'll do even more weird things with the sequel. So you have that to look forward to.
Yeah. And that's
Looking forward
coming
to that.
out like the end of this summer or fall. It's coming out this year.
One of those
It's
seasons.
I was like, isn't it? I don't know when it's coming out.
I know we talked about it, but that was like when we had the earlier release date for book 1.
It is coming out this year, though. It will be out
Yeah.
this year. So you get 2 of these books in 1 year. That's so fast. You know how long traditional publishing takes? So much longer.
A real long time.
Whoa. Excuse me. I apologize for my very loud hiccup. And then burp. I apologize.
It's all good. Safe space.
I did not hear it until you pointed it out, so
Oh, well.
yeah. So there's that.
Did anybody else hear it, or did I just draw attention to it?
I heard the hiccup.
Okay. So, that's fine. Buy the book. There's even better things than the hiccup burp combo in this book.
Love stories. Darkness.
Space Dragon.
Super evil computers. Space dragons. Jana's has like
Boxing.
very Star Wars
Interstellar
flavor.
boxing.
Yeah, interstellar boxing.
Oh, I like it.
Daring rescues.
Space Casinos.
Forbidden
Diversity of both.
Lots of diversity.
And everything. It's just everything. There's lizard people in here. That's diverse. But also,
Very
there's
diverse.
my characters are gay couples, and they're so cute. I hurt them so bad, and I'm sorry.
You have to. Okay, that's another thing you have to do. You have to move the book back and forth like you were doing, and have a different expression every time. Yeah, there you go. And again, yes.
I heard a cat.
Beautiful. No, that was my cat. Sorry.
I was distracted because I
yelling
heard
at
a
me.
meow. Did she like the book? Would she or he? Would they
Yeah.
like to read the book? I will sell it to your cat.
If your cat bought a copy, I would read the book to it.
Yeah,
the book to it.
It's great. It's a great book. It's so good. We mentioned its chubbiness. I'll mention it again. The book.
It's a lot of books.
Attention.
And the second book will probably be at least that size. That's a lot of books for 1 year.
Yeah, man.
Don't you want to get in on that?
It's 500 pages, so if there's a second book and it's at least 500 pages, that's like 1,000 pages. You've got like Lord of the Rings right there. Whoa!
What?
You just hold up your cat. Did I miss you holding up your cat?
Yes.
Oh,
Where were
I
you?
watched it on
Like
YouTube.
5 minutes ago.
Oh, I see it on YouTube. It's fine. I see your cat. Hello, cat.
Yeah.
So,
Comments. I'm checking for comments because I'm
Yeah.
worried that I scared people away.
I haven't
apologize.
seen any new. We still have
Everyone's
approximately the same number of viewers. though.
Everyone's real worried to comment because they're like, what's gonna happen?
What will she do next?
Whatever you want. What can I do to convince you to buy this book? Help me, help you, help you, help you, help me. Help Patrick.
Someone help her.
This is getting really weird really fast.
Help me.
It's just, it's a rocket ship and you can't stop it.
Oh, rocket ship. Megan.
That was totally intentional. Yeah.
Look,
Definitely.
here's the back cover. Wow, wow,
Look
wow.
at the pretty.
Look, so much pretty.
Look at the shiny.
That was actually what the blurb said initially when there was not like a synopsis to put on the back.
That's actually true.
So much book.
Wow, wow, wow.
So pretty. Don't you want to read this book?
Great book.
That was-
Who wrote this blurb? This is a
That
great
was
blurb.
my favorite, and I think I should have kept it personally.
I think I probably still have it somewhere.
Much shiny.
I definitely have it somewhere.
Wow, wow. So
Wow,
book.
wow.
Much blurb. Who wrote this blurb? Whoa, amazing blurb.
Much blurb. That's my
Again,
favorite.
there is a reason that Kelly does not let me into the Amazon account for these books.
You need adult supervision.
And I live alone now, so just think about that. Like, what is Erica doing? Probably something she should not be doing.
That seems like a safe bet, yes.
Oh my god! It's so hot in here, but I'm so excited about this. I've been holding this up for a fair few minutes.
You do have pipes.
I'm exercising right now, man. This book is not light. It's 500 pages heavy. Oh, ow. I keep forgetting I have headphones in. My fingers are going to do push-ups. Eh, 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 eh. It looks great.
All right, so it's been about an hour.
Yes.
Kelly's
So
pulling the plug.
we're also giving away copies of this book.
Don't you want it?
Don't you want
wait, we
it,
actually
baby?
Questions now.
What?
Okay. Tim said, I think we've learned to accept Erica's Erica-ness. Thanks. Kel said, you should read the blurb on the back on the video. I can do that. Do you want me to read?
Do it.
Do it.
Zeus Protocol 00101. Reboot. Scan. Danger. Detected. Threat level unknown. Recommended action. Increase military presence. There's trouble brewing on Polaris. Under the watchful eye of the space station supercomputer Zeus, the lower classes are awakening. I'll say we did the thing. Where was I? Hey, what? Oh, no. Oh, awakening to the corruption of their wealthy, privileged, protected leaders. When the quiet voices of protest get louder and alliances form, change dawns on the horizon. But the small acts of resistance won't be enough to subvert the system for long. I forgot how great this is. Zeus is alert to the growing threat level, and he will do whatever's necessary, including purging the lower levels of Polaris, to preserve stability for all. Inspired by the mythology of the constellations hung around Polaris. This is so great. The 7 stories of Polaris Awakening reimagine the classic characters in a futuristic world where alien creatures are commonplace. Combat arenas are used for entertaining foreign dignitaries. Slaves and soldiers stand side by side, and music orchestrates a revolution. And their first acts of defiance are just the beginning. Polaris will never be the same. Zeus Protocol 000099. Engage threat. Ominous. Kelly left. She hated my reading of it.
She was like, no.
This is enough. I have to leave. I'm very embarrassed. We are business partners. It's a great book.
Look what you did.
We also had a question. When can we order the book on that chubby paperback? Soon. Like stated before, there was a problem in the back of this book. We've corrected it. It's uploading now to Create Space. It will be available in the next couple days probably. It usually takes like a day or two to render, and then we'll be like, I hiccuped again. And then we'll tell everybody. And I'm sure whoever has Word Nerds that day, if they haven't filmed already, or the next person the next day, we'll tell people on Twitter and Facebook.
I have Wednesday's
Patrick
video,
Press.
so I'll be shouting it from the rooftops.
It'll be on Patrick Press's Twitter. It'll be on Word Nerds Twitter and Patrick Press's Facebook. It'll be also probably a majority of ours. So it will be available very soon. Ellie had a question of sorting the main characters into the Harry Potter house.
Ooh. We should go like one by one. for like our own personal characters.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Okay, Aaron, you go.
Is Erica frozen? Oh.
Am I? No. Am I?
Oh, just your picture. I can still hear you.
Oh no. But I'm moving a lot. Come on, see. I hope I'm frozen for everybody, not just you.
Oh, there we go. It's hard for me because my character is like basically like a lizard person, so I want to say Slytherin.
Yeah.
She's a lizard person. I mean, come on. But that's kind of not fair. So I'm gonna say probably Gryffindor.
Good choice.
Next.
Megan. It's gone.
So my two major characters are Faye and Kane Orion. Faye's definitely a Hufflepuff.
I knew it!
Like, she's a total Hufflepuff. And Kane is probably, he like walks the line of Slytherin and Gryffindor, but I think he would have been put in Slytherin.
Mm-hmm. Mine, okay. Am I saying this just because I like that house, or am I saying this because this is what it is? I kind of want to put both of my characters. I have both of my characters. There's Orpheus, and then there's Yuri. I think Yuri would be in Ravenclaw because he's very smart and he wants to work and not fight. And Orpheus would either be Ravenclaw or Gryffindor. I kind of want to put him in Ravenclaw with Yuri, and they can be such good. Oh, they love each other so much. And Ravenclaw. Oh. Also, I think they'd be best friends with the Grey Lady and Luna probably. She'd be cool. Kelly, what house would Zeus be in? Hogwarts style. He'd be a Death Eater. He'd just be a straight up Death Eater.
He's not evil. He's not even technically a he. He just wants knowledge and control and for everything to be fine. He's not killing people for the sake of killing people. He's killing people for the greater good.
It's a computer that's been programmed to behave a certain way and now does it itself.
Yes. Not evil. Not that Slytherins are evil.
Yeah, Kane's a Slytherin, and, well, sometimes he's evil. Just kidding.
Someone said, anything we can tell you about the sequel? Oh, destruction. That's what you can look forward to in the sequel. I'm just going to say that. Read this, and then think of the word destruction after you finish it, and you're like, oh, no.
I've got a good joke. It's like a cow walking through, or jumping over a barbed wire fence. Utter destruction.
Oh,
I know, and it was so great.
Okay.
I love it.
Alrighty then.
Superb.
Ew, that's a mental picture I didn't need.
Just think about it.
See, you don't picture it mentally. You just can't. You just don't think too much about it.
No use crying over spilt milk, Aaron. It's all right.
I'm utterly disgusted.
I'm utterly tickled.
Stop
like
complaining about it. Don't. Just let's move on from this.
Yeah, book 2's gonna be awesome. Is the point?
There will be maybe puns just like these.
Yeah,
maybe.
Probably not.
Possibility.
Not in hers is what that means. You will be pun free. It'll
Not
be good.
cow puns, anyways. That's for sure.
What about cow pies?
No.
Poop.
Space cows? No.
Oh my god. But what if? Oh.
Not that that's any weirder than space dragons, I guess, but still.
I want a space cow.
Space cows.
Think about
Of
it.
course you do.
The cow jumped over the moon. It just makes sense. Where does it end up? In space. There's no gravity. Is that coming back? Not without burning through the... Well, nope. Would not be a good situation coming back through that atmosphere. That cow would be on fire. That cow would be on super fire. the udder would also be gone by then. So.
Be a asteroid cow.
Oh, that would be so sad and great, but sad mostly. But
Be a burger.
I'm just imagining
That's
like
what
the
that cow would
noise.
be.
Imagine the cow going like moo, like a panicked moo. You know what I mean? So by Polaris Awakening is basically what I'm saying. There might be space cows in the next one. I want to put a space cow in it.
You're not allowed. I'm sorry I mentioned that. You're not allowed putting a space cow.
You know, agriculture in space needs to happen still.
Inside the
Where
space
do they get their milk?
Trade.
It's fake. It's
In
genetically
space from a space
modified
cow.
chemicals.
I'll just like to have a mention of a space cow. Remember that space cow? Someone's gonna edit out my space cow. I'm calling it now. Like, this is
You're
something
sensing that, are you?
It's like the last round, and someone's like, "Okay, just secretly pull this out."
Oh, but wait. I'm formatting.
Later on, when you watch this
Space cow
movie,
in all of your
you can
stories.
count how many times Erica says space cow. That's your assignment when you rewatch this chat.
And how many times I've balanced this book on my head?
That was twice.
A few
No,
times.
that was none.
Twice successfully.
Successfully? No.
Yeah, successfully.
Successfully is at least longer than like I can take my hands off and it's not like my
It
hand
just takes
doesn't
a
go like
second to
this.
fall down.
Well, the second is a second of balance.
Not balancing, it's falling.
Kelly has no faith in my balance skills. My mad balance skills.
Should go on your resume for sure. Can balance
It's
book on head for
definitely-
1.5 seconds.
At least. At least.
That's why I decided to work with her.
It is. It was my pitch.
Awesome reason for going into business with her.
I want you to be convinced of my business prowess. Watch this.
What else is
Everybody
there?
look!
Okay, that actually worked.
Whoa!
It happened. Did I convince you? See? It's because I was saying this is how I convinced Kelly, and it was a true story. And it reenacted just like that. And she was really impressed. She's like, we need to work together. I can't pass up on an opportunity like this.
All right. So on that note,
Am I wrapping things up?
I think so.
Should I say anything about everything that's in the side chat here?
I don't know.
Not been reading it.
Probably. Just a giveaway. Yeah.
Okay, there's going to be a giveaway of Polaris. Wow, 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 wow. You want this book so bad. You want to read
Much
it.
wow.
Much wow. Much chub. Where is the giveaway going to be, and how are we doing it? Who wants to handle that? I've been
Raffle
busy balancing books. Okay, we're gonna have
how
a
many
raffle
books are we
copter.
giving away?
Kelly.
What'd you say?
I don't know. I'm game with the paperback, but since somebody also already bought the book, I don't want to be like, and here we're giving it to other people. So the paperback.
Yeah, but
works.
they don't
Yeah, we'll do.
paperback. Yeah. Give away paperback
Maybe we'll do like
and a couple of ebook copies.
we'll do Kelly.
Someone else make a decision. I don't know.
Do a paperback, one paperback giveaway and like 2 ebooks.
Yeah, that
Yeah?
sounds great. Cause
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
free.
because we tweeted about giveaways from the start, so.
We ain't no liars, but you should still buy the book, and if you win the book, you could then lend
Buy
your
the review.
book to a friend and be like, "Happy birthday!"
Tell everyone how amazing it is. If you
Yeah,
think
be
it's
like,
amazing.
guys, look, this book is so great. I bought it twice. I have 2 copies of it because it's just that good.
That's right.
So there will be a raffle copter. We will post about that on Twitter, is what I'm gathering from the
Yeah.
sidebar.
And I'm going to put a link to it.
We
In the
are going
comment.
to do a link in the comments of this video and maybe in the description later. So look for that and enter the giveaway and buy the book. because you know you want to do weird things with it, just like I'm doing weird things with it. You can own it. You can own things, and then tag the word nerds, and I'll be like, yep, that looks great. That's what I will.
Yeah, you should definitely.
That is
Balance it on your head, take a picture, and then tweet us, so we can see how awesome you are.
I would love to have a collection of people balancing this book on their head.
We can make a Tumblr, or no, an Instagram.
Yes.
Instagram of people balancing books
we're
on their
on
head.
Tumblr, so if you tag us on Tumblr, we will reblog it. And we'll be like, yes,
Or Twitter.
More people. Hashtag Polaris pose.
Ooh, I like it.
Looked great. I did it again. Did you guys see? Kelly looked away and she would never believe.
It fell off your head. That's what happened.
No, it balanced.
It fell off slowly.
These people are liars. Anyway, thank you for joining us for this very productive Polaris Awakening chat. We hope you learned a lot about what it takes to write an anthology and be a part of an anthology, and we hope we encouraged you and convinced you to buy this lovely book, Polaris Awakening, by all of these beautiful authors. Whoa.
Wait, a little higher.
Whoa.
Yeah, Megan's name is blocked.
Like, not closer. Higher.
Who wrote it?
Yeah, Kelly. Yep.
No, that's
Yeah, there you go.
No. Did I get it? Is that it? Is it in frame? Did I get it? You guys saw it. Go on Goodreads and add it, and then you'll see who wrote it. A lot of people. So many stories. So chubby. Oh, gosh. The ebook is also pretty and formatted as fun as the paperback. I worked hard on that ebook. Appreciate it. So, I did. Figured it out. Thank you guys for joining us for this live chat. Our book for next month, Word Nerd Book Club, is Aristotle and Dante, I believe.
No. Simon.
Oh, Simon! Crap!
Oh,
Simon. Simon is right over there.
it is. Yep. Aaron's
Simon versus
pointing.
the Homo sapiens agenda.
That's a- So read that.
Right there.
Because we're going to, and we want to talk to you about it. And we hope you guys have a great week, a great Sunday night. We will see you guys next Sunday. And with that, goodbye!